Hi everybody, and welcome back to La Coronella. We are in episode 4, and it is time to make some corn oil. We're going to be doing some corn oil later tonight. But first, I've got to move some silage because I realized I bought the wrong biogas plant. I wanted to make biogas bottles, and I bought the wrong biogas plant. So we need to move all our silage over to the other BGA. I gotta figure out how to get there from here. It's further up. Darren R., Jeremy Freeman, Sidewinder, welcome. Bergdus in the house. Did y'all have a chance to check out the map that just dropped today? That video went live. No, that is a cornfield. That is not a road. This here, gentlemen, is a road. Warp Nut, what's up? Oh, classic log lag. Classic log lag. Oh, I thought that was the biogas plant. Where am I even at? Why am I not even showing up here? I think I'm here. I need to get over here. Okay. Yeah, I'm way the wrong way. Oh, you're changing your name, eh? Well, then we might not know who you are. Then what are we going to do? I am completely lost. Also, be sure to put your vote in the chat. What's the percentage of mods that are available for all platforms? Now, people over in my Discord, they know the answer. Oh no, we have a fallen rock completely in the way. Let's get on the road. Hemi, how is it in Central California? Yeah, the map was a little interesting. I got pulled. I don't know why I got pulled, but maybe it'll come back. We are completely the wrong side of the map at this point. Do not take the road I took. Because we gotta go all the way over there. Field 14 just to get a bridge. So far, 70% of the mods are available for all platforms. Is leading the vote. Y'all don't have much confidence, do you? Today's map is by Black Sheep Modding. So, pretty good pedigree there. Made some nice money with our silage bale contract. Finished that before the stream. Bruce, welcome. It is indeed Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. FS22 is drastically different from 19, 17, and 15 for sure. Lots of things changed, so everyone has said it's just the same. Clearly, they were speaking out of their buttocks. All of this because I'm trying to get to the eastern biogas plant and I took the wrong turn. Oh no, traffic. Trying to get over there. We are not driving for Swift. That would be a violation of our corporate charter. Chad, what is up? Board in a house. I have no need for the grinder. I don't need wood chips, I need logs. And I don't have that mod downloaded. I do not download every mod that releases. I download very, very few mods, actually. I keep very few, I keep much less actually around. This is where we should have brought the silage. Because I want to make biogas bottles. Is what I want to do. So we're going to need to do something here. We're going to need to buy the eastern biogas plant and sell the southern biogas plant after we clear out all the silage that's in the bunker. Well, how do we do that? Well, we use console commands to make that a much easier. There we go. Now we own the east biogas plant. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to La Coronella, episode 4. We are going to work on making some corn oil today. But before that, we are going to haul some silage because we need to sell the Southern Biogas plant. We bought it by accident. We don't want to own the Southern Biogas plant. We want to own the Eastern Biogas plant, which we just bought. Because we want to make biogas bottles, which are going to appear over here on the shelf. And then we're going to be able to sell the biogas bottles for a massive, massive profit. Now we need to pay attention as to where we come out here. Right after this bridge. Alright, now we're fucking with oil. Corn oil, that is. This video is brought to you by Eddie Rufus and Derek M. Thank you for being farm barons. This is what you need. Self-riding tractors. Schultz, what is up? Waylon, Chad, Eric, Mr. Jeaner, Warpnut 4, Jeremy, Bruce, Darren R, Sidewandered, everybody else watching that has failed to type a message into chat. Happy Friday! Be sure to vote because in an hour we are going to reveal the answer to the question. What percentage of mods currently available in a Farming Simulator 22 Giants Mod Hub are available for all platforms, i.e. crossplay? I think the numbers will surprise you a little bit. I ran the numbers yesterday, so they're not 100% accurate based on today's mod drop, but darn it, they are pretty darn close. Good enough for me, which should be good enough for you. Farmer G tells me that the flour mill on the Alex map, we're just going to call it the Alex map because, well, the name is pretty long. Apparently the flour mill only costs $1. I'll buy that for $1. Hawkeye, welcome. This is where we need to get rid of all our silage. Just a few loads. Because this biogas plant does not have the ability to make bottles. And that's the whole reason I did silage. So I wanted to make bottles. well, this holds 8,000 a scoop. I don't think anything else holds this much. At least nothing that I have. The subsequent loads will be a lot faster because we won't have to get lost. We know our way now. We're Speedy Von Loader. I'll tell you what though, the map that dropped today has really tight roads. Oh, well, I could just ignore chat. You can see how good I can really drive. I mean, you know how entertaining it is to drive and talk at the same time. No, 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 son. That is the wrong way, boys and girls. We need to turn around. That's how we got in the problem before. We didn't take the right number of exits off this silly circle. Really not a fan of circles. Really not a fan. How did racing go last night? I thought it went pretty well. I was hoping to get a bit more of the Hot Wheels done, but hey. That's for another day. Did everybody see the Giants video they put out related to sound? It was, I think, part of the Sunday FarmCon presentations that we didn't get to see. Basically, it was all about how they record sound for tractors. And quite honestly, it was really, really cool. Are you kidding? It's full? At FarmCon, they had a lot of John Deere tractors around. Now, apparently, I was only partly paying attention to the video, but apparently the video made reference to what? Where am I at? Oh, I gotta buy this land too. I can't buy it. Oh, bugaboo, bugaboo, everybody. This is a massive bugaboo. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna leave. We'll leave it where it is. We're only gonna haul this much then. All right, let's sleep through the night and get to making our corn. Well, apparently they couldn't get access to a John Deere tractor, which was quite comedic. So they recorded a Voltra instead. And the way they did it was really interesting. They talked about the different types of microphones, where they placed the microphones, how they captured in-cab sound, engine sounds, transmission sounds, exhaust sounds, how they mix it and layered it all together. And then they also talked about how they record the sounds of the tractors when the engine is under load. And that was real cool because I didn't really think about it too much before then, but they have a PTO dynometer, if you will, a dyno for tractors that you hook up via PTO. So the tractor is stationary and they can dial the PTO dynometer, whatever you want to call it, to basically simulate various loads on the tractor. So they don't have to go out and actually work in the field. They don't have to pull a heavy load. They just park it, attach this load generator to the PTO, dial it up to whatever load they want, and boom, they have a load on their engine, so they can record the proper engine sounds based on whatever load that they are in. So I thought that was super cool technology. Tip side. Right. You are running, are you not? Here we have little bottles of biogas. 100 liters each. We can cook with methane. Did I buy last stream? Did I buy a corn header? I did. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, Farmer G, you got it right on the head. You hit the nail on the head. They couldn't get it to start. It had performance and anxiety. Who puts a harvester in where it's so narrow? That's what I want to know. Dwayne, what is up? However, let's get our corn oil rocking and rolling. Remember, we've got the corn oil facility, then we have the packing facility to make corn oil bottles. And we had to make pallets in order for the packing facility to work. Darren, what is up? What are your thoughts on the dequalifications of a certain first and second place winners? Victory to the man in the mustache. I don't know why, but I always imagine Tiki has a mustache. What do y'all think? Put in chat. Put in chat a big old smiley face if you think Tuki's sporting a mustache. IRL. Yeah, I thought it was a little interesting. How would you know, a 3-inch long piece of 1-inch wide tape ultimately affect under the wrap? Oh, too hot. Well, that's summer. Rabbit Rob thinks he definitely has a mustache. Farmer G thinks he's got a mustache. I don't know what I'm gonna do. My trailer has got a load of corn on it. I think that's my only trailer, too. No, I got another one. Oh, good. I got another one. I gotta find it. Oh, yeah. Love my beacon light. How was it today for you, Dwayne? How was it today? Alright, let's go looking for a trailer. We're on a hunt for a trailer. A great trailer hunt. It's not there. Oh, we found a sign. Is it in here? No. Could it be over here? Oh, there it is. We got to reconfigure it. It's a flatbed at the moment. Big Phil, welcome. I don't remember if we have a shop trigger here at the farm, so we'll just run down to the store. Shortcut. So we probably mow our grass again. Hey, wake up. It's time to open. Customize. There we go. Back up the hill. Today it wasn't too bad here. It was a little bit humid. It's been rainy. But I would say it's not been too bad. Not nearly as rainy as Chad. I heard Chad has got 8 inches. Flooding. Some pretty major flooding going on. Oh, that sounds awesome, cork nut. That sounds outstanding. Yeah, I saw that. I saw a news post about that, about Kentucky. Let's see, was this the map that, no, okay. Some maps, have you noticed some maps actually have your starting equipment already configured with guided steering? Other maps don't. Guidance steering, yes. Guidance steering from Wopster is a thing in 22. So I notice it because when I fire up maps for map videos, I do not have guidance steering in the mod folder. And if you look at the log, everyone obviously should have the log up when you are loading any mod or map up for the first time at a minimum, just to see how things look. If you look through the log when you load a map up for the first time without guidance steering, when they do have it enabled, you'll see warnings fly up for all the machinery, basically saying that it doesn't have a proper config and it's missing the guidance steering parts. Tuki, you did perfectly fine without it for a month. Did you not? It defines character. It was a little disappointing, Darren, that they didn't have the ability to sell everything. Yeah, the apple pastry was interesting. The apple donut, if you will. But the inability to sell, let's say, bread when you have a bakery on the map was a bit frustrating. The inability to sell was a bit frustrating. The map borders are absolutely fantastic on that map. Yeah, Schultz, the map definitely needs to be updated so that you can sell everything on it. You know, if there was only a mod that did that you could just add to your map. Farmer G, I think it's been long enough. I'm gonna break my silence. The Bloomfield map border is Elm Creek rotated 90 degrees. That's the Bloomfield map border. It's Elm Creek. And it's just been rotated 90 degrees. Yeah, I mean, it'll be updated, I'm sure. I'm sure the bread will be fixed. I'm sure wool will be fixed. And the 9 other things that you can't sell by default will be corrected. You know, the map looked nice. I like the map layout. I don't know how functional the map is. I didn't actually try to play on it. It was a little. I was a little disappointed, honestly, that you can't sell olives, and well, olives were brought into the game because of Halt by the Rune, were they not? Right? I mean, wasn't that not the whole reason for olives was the French map? I mean, we certainly don't grow olives in the Midwest. Yeah, that is just about as disappointing as the Italian map that still, to this date, does not have olives built in, but has a pretty substantial olive oil custom factory. Seems like a major miss. and the overall map design. But ultimately, you'll have to check out the video. The score is okay, but it could have scored a lot better. Fairly easy. All right, that's going to be... Should be a full load. Let's go get some corn oil production rocking and rolling. Scooters Workbench is in the house. Explanation giveaway, everybody. We are giving away a copy of the Vermeer pack next Tuesday night, August 2nd. We are giving away a copy of the Vermeer pack at 10 p.m. at the end of the live stream. Explanation giveaway. Enter your chance to win if you are a PC player and you do not own the season pass. If you own the season pass, you already are getting the Vermeer pack as a part of the season pass. No need to win another copy. But if you don't own the season pass and you are on PC and you're interested in owning the industry-leading self-propelled round baler, an awesome dual roll bar rake, the widest trailed mower ever to be produced in game, then pick up the Vermeer pack. On me, right? Enter to win. There we are. Is it not working? All right, let me check. Okay, it was turned off. It's turned back on. Try it now. Corn oil begin. Tell you what, the best part about the corn oil facility is it's right down from the farm. I think the bot is broken. I would also blame the Rapid Rob. There he is. He's woken up. Congratulations. Thank you very much, bot. So glad you could finally get here. I hope we didn't inconvenience you too much. So, back to the topic of the giveaway. There's the Gleam.io link. Go ahead and clicky. Again, that's for PC players who do not own the Year 1 Season Pass, because the Vermeer Pack is part of the Year 1 Season Pass. Also, be sure to vote in the poll. 70% is winning with a total of 52 votes. I'll give you a hint, that's not the right answer. There are more than 70% of the mods on the Giants Mod Hub are for all platforms. And I think the answer is going to surprise a fair number of you, since you have voted for 70%. More on that in 20 minutes at the top of the hour. Who's tried that bale mod? Basically the new variable bale mod that includes a whole fleet of balers, a whole fleet of wrappers, and bale trailers. I want to know what you all think. I haven't had a chance to give it a try. Oh, yeah, Scooter. 19 was a warm-up. I'm a numero guy. I like to do numeros. And like the other day, I decided I was gonna take a look at the numeros. Hadn't looked at them for a while. I don't know if I'll have a chance to look at that. I've been ultra busy in real life. Our youngest is going back to school next week. Can you believe it? Our oldest is going to college in 2.5 weeks. Can you believe it? I'm getting solar panels in almost 3 weeks. And we are fixing to have our busiest time of the year at work in about 4 weeks. F Games from Saudi Arabia. How are you doing today? We were talking about it being toasty here. how is it in Saudi Arabia? I suspect it's a little toasty there. Scott, welcome from the land of hobbits. How are you doing today? Man, we got some big corn. I can't even see where I'm going. What is it, that where hobbits come from? Oh, okay. So let me tell you a funny story. If Thor is still in the house, he might find this funny. Today on the way to camp, it was my kid's last day at camp. On the way to camp, he's telling me about Thor and horse mythology. I tried to correct him, but he kept saying, "No, Dad, it's horse mythology." About Thor and Loki and the god of thunder and mischief and all this other stuff related to horse mythology. I don't know where he heard that from. But I think one day he'll know the truth. And you might think that's a little funny. I mean, he's 8, right? So it's close enough. He's got the idea figured out. Got free for all, welcome. It's so good to know that Scott doesn't charge for his services. He's free for all. Now, you can't tell me that's the first time you heard that. I mean, that's just too easy. It's not the first time, but it's most definitely the most recent time. That's for certain. What maps are you all playing this time of the day? Almost done. Oh, look at that. Scott can just come right back. Multi-map for the win. Make sure you update your production revamp. Bravo! Big old 16x map. Multi-map is rocking some pretty neat production cycles. I will not lie. Bloomfield, Canada. And speaking of Canada, Canadians rejoice because you are getting a map from Giants officially with the Platinum expansion. Silver Run Forest has been described as a Pacific Northwest map that not only includes the U.S., but also includes the Canadian regions. So we'll have to see if it includes a flag anywhere. But I think you could stake a little national pride on it. Oh, a Seta Corso. Man, you're getting some serious. You're getting into serious now. Portnut, have you seen the trailer for Silver Run Forest? I'm pretty sure I have it. I don't know. I'd have to look. I got so much stuff either in Steam or Epic. Well, Corp Nut, you are in for a treat because we're going to run it right now. There was Silver Run Forest for you, Corpnet. I tell you what, it's looking mighty fine. Mighty fine indeed. I don't know how much farming is going to be done on the map. It is, after all, predominantly a forestry expansion. But it is looking mighty, mighty fine. Now look, I don't have a Seta Corso on Steam. So I am firing up Epic and just seeing what that looks like. Dringer, we don't know yet, right? We don't know if we're truly floating logs or if we're transporting logs some other way down the river. But we are definitely using a river to move logs. Giants hasn't confirmed floating, but they also have not denied floating, which may be just as much as a confirmation as an actual confirmation. We undoubtedly will learn more at Gamescom, which is on August 24th. Could be somehow load them up on a barge and transport them that way. But we do have, there is an animation of a boat being launched and appearing to float. Right, that could obviously be just an animation on a spline, but we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, the barge or any sort of boat in game now simply floats on giant invisible wheels. So it's really driving on the water plane, and the ground under the water plane has to be a very specific depth in order for the floating appearance. But if you look at the if you look at F5 where you see the wireframe of the collisions, you can see that you're basically driving on invisible wheels. Oh, I can't log into Epic. Or on my phone. I have to look and see if I have Assetto Corso later. It wouldn't surprise me if I don't have it sitting in sitting somewhere. Jiminy Christmas, just fly through the intersection, people. So, I mean, they did kind of talk about, pretty sure they said something about depending on the length of the log or the type of the log. So they may have some sort of mechanic where you have a trigger where you put the log in the water, and then there's an animation of a floating log, and then when it gets to the bottom of the spline, a log spawns to give the illusion of floating a log down the river. Just have to wait and see. How are we doing here? We got 554 liters of corn oil, and we're going to bring the corn oil then down here to our production facility where we're going to produce packaged corn oil, which we can then sell for a nice premium. So corn right now is going for a whopping $2.79, or our packaged corn oil is $15.66. $1,200 profit. And then our biogas is going for $13.36 versus $21.11 right now. But it showed to be rather profitable later, at a very specific point in the year. Astoria, is that where the Goonies was filmed? An absolute fabulous movie. You do not need pallets for corn oil because corn oil is just bulk oil. So bulk oil, you'll need a tank. So you'll need one of these to transport corn oil, and then you can either sell bulk corn oil or further transport it or further process it into bottles. And once you have it bottled, then you do need pallets. We're getting some pretty nice yield off of this. All right, next time we run some corn down to the plant. Probably it's full, right? Okay, we're gonna have to haul this to the silo. So when we fill up the trailer, we will talk about the poll. 39% of you really think only 70% of the mods on the Mod Hub are for all platforms? Oh, come on. You all are going to be super surprised at the answer. Let me get my numbers up here. I did a little number crunching yesterday. Okay, here we go. We're going to end the poll. No more voting. Time for the answers. Now, this is as of yesterday, okay? As of yesterday, there are a total of 2,456 mods in the Giants Mod Hub for Farm Sim 22. 2,456. The number of mods that are available specifically for crossplay is 1,932. 1,932. Approximately 500 less than the total mod count. That is 78% of the mods in the Giants Mod Hub are available for all platforms. 78%. Now, if we take prefabs, which I don't really consider as mods, prefabs are constructs that are used within Giants Editor as assets for other things. So I don't consider them as true mods because they're not available to be used directly in game. They are assets for mod creation. So if we take the prefabs out, by the way, there are 81 prefabs in the Giants Mod Hub for Farm Sim 22. Then the percent of mods available for all platforms goes up to 81%. If you take prefabs out, 81% of the mods on the Giants Mod Hub as of yesterday are available for all platforms. Nearly 2,000. Now, how does that compare with Farm Sim 19? So Farm Sim 19 had a 3-year run as far as mods going into the Mod Hub. Farm Sim 19 had 3 years worth of submissions. There are 5,458 mods in the Giants Mod Hub for Farm Sim 19. Scott, it's impossible to count every third-party mod out there because it just is. I mean, I'll just throw out 75 million. There, that's the number of mods out there. I don't know. It's an impossible number to count. And quite frankly, if you go to 12 mod sites, 99.9% of them all have the exact same mod because they all steal from each other. And I would say a large percentage of those mods are stolen from the Giants Mod Hub. So, after 3 years, 5,458 mods released in the Giants Mod Hub for 19. There were 4,129 mods available for crossplay, but for consoles in 19. So after 3 years of mod production, the console all platforms ratio was 75.6. So we are basically 3% to the good as far as mods available for all platforms as there were as versus 19. Oh, and by the way, after 8 months of Farm Sim 22, we have a total of 44% of the mods that are available in 19 in 22. So nearly half of the mods that are available for 19, just count-wise, are available for 22 now after just 8 months versus 3 years for 19. So where will we be in 12 months as far as number of mods available for 22? Hard to say. But I think we're going to be blowing past the number of mods available for 19 in, well, probably by this time next year. So a year and a half from now, or a year and a half into the game, we should surpass, in my opinion, the potential of mods that we had in 19. And no, I can't count mods that are out there on third-party sites, because you would have to somehow know every Facebook page that someone has posted a creation on, every itch.io page. You'd have to parse through hundreds of mod sites that simply steal each other's mods and extract the unique mods that are not, for some odd reason, actually on every other site to get a count. And unlike many of those sites, when a mod gets updated on the Giants Mod Hub, it's not a second copy. It's still one. If a mod gets updated 5 times, it's not 5 mods, it's 1. On pretty much any third-party site, if there's 5 copies of the mod, there's probably 5 copies of the mod. Which means that you could download the wrong update and never actually have the most recent correct version. But yeah, 78% is the rough number of current mods available for all platforms as compared to PC on the Giants Mod Hub. 82% is if you take out prefabs. Why I don't have any harvest contracts. Yeah, anybody that says that the Giants Mod Hub doesn't have good mods, only the good mods are available at third-party sites, you need to probably check your definition of good, because you probably aren't looking at your game log. I'd be willing to bet your game log is riddled with warnings and errors. It's almost a guarantee. Alright, so we're going to leave this trailer here. And I'm going to get my liquid tanker now. Oops. Yeah, the forever early access, that's a joke, right? Now this tanker is part of the starting equipment. It is a modified tanker that is going to haul our oil. Won't have a full load, but I do just want to go ahead and get some oil production rocketing and rolling. Good, 922 liters of corn oil. And let's take that over to our, where are we oil packing facility, which is conveniently over here where I have a truck already parked. There we go. We have to actually turn in here. And now we will eventually see corn oil come out. Go. And we still have 30,000 liters. There. All right. Take this back to our corn oil. And then I think we might mow some grass. Maybe make some hay this time. Ray, the Pro version of the map has about 4 times the amount of production as the standard version. And the production is technically more difficult because it makes use of pallets, which you have to produce. So the standard version has, I believe, 11 productions built in, whereas the Pro version has 47. If I am remembering correctly. So we're not losing product. So if you check out my map video, I run down the differences between. This map actually has 3 play modes. It has a challenge mode, a pro mode, and a standard mode. And in my map video, I run down, it's actually a 2-part video, but I run down all the different play modes and basically what is available in each. We run through the standard production as far as what is available, what the inputs are, what the outputs are, and then run through the pro production, inputs and outputs, and where the productions overlap, meaning that there's the same production in both versions. Typically, the pro version requires pallets, whereas the non-pro version does not. Well, Darren, what's cool about it is, you know, it doesn't require a script, so that easy peasy is now available for all platforms to have that functionality. Whereas I don't know if you could do that necessarily in 19. Maybe you could. Maybe you couldn't. I remember we had an LS mods map. What was that? That I think had a global company script that did the map switching. So that maybe it was an advancement between 19 and 22 with maps. I don't know. See, when the Vermeer pack comes out, I'll be dropping this this Kubota mower and adding the trailed mower from Vermeer to this. Should we get sheep that make milk or sheep that make wool? Put down in chat. Should we get sheep that make milk or wool? I kind of feel like we should get sheep that make milk because, well, wool sheep is kind of normal. Bridger, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I learned so much from your videos, and your live stream chat is some of the best chat ever. Keep it up. Well, thank you, and thank you all, viewers, because you're the ones that made the chat awesome. So we're gonna have to see how much sheep milk is gonna cost us. Tookie with the 13-month farm boss message. Thank you for being a farm boss for 13 straight months. Let's go check out the sheep. Sheep that cost milk. Milk sheeps are... Where are milk sheeps? These are wool sheeps. Oh, milk sheeps are up here. Dwayne with the 11-month farm baron. Here is the milk sheeps. $75,000 to buy milk sheeps. There we go, boys and girls, girls and boys, and children of all ages. We have ourselves some milk sheeps in the house. Depending on your stable you choose, the sheep will generate wool or milk. Well, they all say that. Yeah, why are these so expensive? Why are these so expensive? How about in honor of Black Sheep Modding releasing their map today, let's get 50 Black Welsh Mountain Sheeps. That was pretty expensive. Get to making some milk, boys. Or should I say girls? Now, we're also going to have to make... Oh, dang it. We're going to have to make that animal food. Shuck darn. Animal food, animal food, animal food. Schultz with the 13-month farm baron. Keeping the alarm train going. All right, where is it? Here it is. Here it is. Where should we put it? Oh, we should put it right here. No. Oh, what about that? Ha ha ha. Maybe I shouldn't leave it down there. I should put it up here. Boom! Alright. Man, that's a pain in the behind. Okay. Oh, that's not mineral feed. That is custom animal food. I'm gonna need a sugar beet field, a wheat field. We're gonna have to buy a pallet of that thing, that stuff. So we're gonna need to pick up this. And we're gonna need wheat, water, and sugar beet cut. And I don't think I have any wheat from the start, but let's look. We do have a little bit of wheat. Okay, good. We don't have any sugar beet cut. So we will have to find some of that. Yep, my farm, what is up? Yeah, Ray, I would not add mineral feed at all. It's not needed if you're using a feed mixer. I think the ratio is something like 0 to 5% or something. I'm pretty sure I have it in my in a video I made about total mixed rations. I've basically discounted mineral feed as useless at this point. Christian Steinman, welcome. Welcome to the party. All right, let's check beets, sugar beets, sugar beets, sugar beets, sugar beets, sugar beets, sugar beets. We got lots of sugar beet fields. Are they ready to harvest? Are they remove foliage? I need a sugar beet contract is what I need. Then I can get the animal feed mix running. Do we own a tedder? No, we own a windrower. We don't own a tedder. We should get a Kubota one. And we're going to lease it. Because remember we had the lease to own mod enabled. can be an issue for sure, depending on the animal area. I don't know what's up with the straw area for the horse or the cow pens, base game cow pens. They feel messed up. Also, just realized that I have all my stuff is being spawned at the wrong spot on the map. I set store deliveries to deliver to the field up by that grass field we had a contract on. Alright, should we do round bales or square bales? Do we even own a baler? I think we do. That's going to depend on if we own a baler or not. Let's see if we own a baler. Nope, we don't own a baler. You also want small square bales. Ray says square bales because of the terrain. That's going to be a while before we get to that point. Not if you unload properly. You would need to run with the hill, not against it. So if we ran this way, it wouldn't roll downhill. We're just going to discount Tukey as being a little insane in the membrane. almost done. Now, what I found interesting is, did y'all listen to the podcast that was released today? Found it interesting to hear that Giants owns 2 semis, 2 trailers, and all of the sound equipment, stage equipment, and basically everything that is required to put on FarmCon. That is all Giants equipment. They don't lease, rent, or borrow any of that stuff. They can roll into town, set up a stage, and put on a show. Without relying on anyone else. Right? I mean, that kind of shows some commitment there. But they would rather invest in semi-trailers, semi-trucks, and all that stage stuff, the sound stuff, the video production stuff, to put on FarmCon, to put on all of the Farm League, the esports, e-farming game stuff. And if you haven't listened to that podcast, definitely go check it out. It's linked in the Giants blog. We get to learn a little bit more related to the stuff announced at FarmCon. I think that is where Lars basically said that we would not have mining, like actual mining, but it is a production mechanic, no actual digging up of stuff. And basically, the way they did the whole setup and tear down and everything, it sounded like, for the most part, Giants lost about a half a day of office productivity time with respect to setting it up and everything. The actual developers. Well, I mean, they said before COVID they were really doing like seven in-person events a year. Between, you know, FarmCon, GamesCon, the Farm Sim League stuff. This tractor is a McCormick X8 that can be colorized. It is part of the mod pack that is included with the map. So it sounded like the idea of having a FarmCon style event in the US, while not impossible, is probably a distant dream. Because of just the amount of time that the American office is not going to be big enough for a while to support that type of a event. And bringing staff over from Germany would be pretty impactful as far as developer time goes. Farmer G, they have not announced anything with respect to a release schedule other than it's not going to be every other year. That, I would say, is probably officially a known thing now. We're not going to see a Farm Sim 24 announced in fall of 2023 or released in 2023. Are we going to see a Farm Sim 25 released in the fall of 24? That would be a 3-year cycle? I don't know. I think overall, Giants feels that the additional year between 19 and 22 was very beneficial to the overall product. And as such, now that they are self-publishing, unless they run into some need to sell another version of the game just to get another cash infusion into the company, I don't think you're going to see a game update until they're ready and feel they have a product that is worthy of a new version. So I think it was Focus Home Interactive that was pushing them to an every other year cycle to get a product out there because, well, as a publisher, they were getting a percent of the cut. So as Giants self-publishing, they no longer have to share any of the sales other than the typical 30%, I believe it is, from Steam. I think Epic might be a little bit less than that. I suspect it's generally the same type of percentage off of the Xbox and PlayStation Store as well. Seems to be 30% is often a pretty consistent figure amongst those types of retailing platforms. Because when you think about it as a business, Giants earns money only at 2 times. They earn money when you buy the game, and they earn money when you buy DLC. Those are the only 2 times Giants will get an infusion of money. Possibly they would get an infusion of money if a brand paid them some amount of cash to put their product in the game. But overall, I would say The only two times that they're getting revenue is when a person buys a game or buys DLC. Why do we see a year 1 season pass? A year 2 season pass is most likely coming. Why do we see that? Because it is a re-infusion of cash into the company. They're a company with over 100 employees. So they have salaries to pay. They have multiple offices in multiple countries and cities. So they have lease payments to pay. They have buildings to run, utilities to pay. They have lots of expenses. And no doubt, when you release a game, you get a big infusion of cash. And it's up to basically the accountants and the people that run the books to keep track of that cash flow such that they don't run out of cash between game versions. That's why I find it really interesting that a company like SCS can be so successful with only ever releasing 2 games. And those game releases have been a long time ago. I think it was maybe 2016 when ATS came out. Maybe. I don't even know when ETS 2 came out. But I think it came out before that. But they are profitable, clearly profitable, by releasing just a few DLC a year. Just a few. If you go back and look at the ATS release schedule, they have typically released 2 states every year and 2 minor DLCs every year along the same time frame as the states. States are typically like $12.99, but they also have everything on sale nearly all the time. Right, other than the most recent DLC, you can almost at any point in time, it's either on sale or it will be on sale within the next few weeks. So as best I can tell, for SCS, it's got to be something like making it up in volume, right? If you release 2 DLCs at $12.99 each, right? So that's $25 right there, basically a year. You're getting $25 a year if the player buys both. How many players do you need to buy DLC in order to be able to run a company with, I don't know how many employees, right? They got a lot of employees. They travel all over the place to do map research. They travel to do stuff related to trucks, bring things into the game. Ray, I have seen videos of Alaskan Truck Simulator. I don't think it's anything I'm going to be that interested in. It seems like a lot of Alaskan point and click simulator. It seems to be a lot like car mechanic simulator. There's a lot of interesting elements. There's a survival element where you have to buy food, cook food, and eat so you don't starve. There's an element with respect to not freezing. You have maintenance on your truck. There's getting out and clicking on the right things to hook and unhook things, which is pretty interesting. The overall driving part of the gameplay didn't look super impressive. I think maybe they're focused on a more rounded gameplay of, again, kind of a point and click simulation. Oh, I don't think they will. Farmer G, and I think actually that was mentioned. That may have even been brought up during the podcast. I feel like Lars was saying something like, "We're not EA. We're not going to do microtransactions," or something like that. Yeah, right. I mean, you can find lots of people that did videos on the Alaskan Truck Simulator demo, and in fact, you should be able to still download the demo from Steam. And I think it walks you through your first pickup and delivery. There's a little bit of a tutorial going on. So if you don't listen to the Farm Sim podcast, I really would suggest doing that, because it really is insightful and you can learn a lot kind of on the back end. So that is a link to the latest podcast. You can subscribe to them if you are a podcast person on pretty much any podcast platform. I like to download the audio file and just listen to it in the background at work. They live stream the podcast recording one Tuesday a month. So they record a podcast on Tuesday. Once a month, they will stream it, and therefore you can ask questions in chat, and they will respond to chat in the podcast. So it's a great opportunity once a month to legitimately ask a question and get it answered. And then your question is basically recorded for prosperity. Tuki, I am ready for Montana next Thursday. And we get a new truck on Tuesday, just a few days after our convoy night. So Montana in a new truck. That's what we're going to be doing. So that's why I don't think we're going to see a new game in a year as far as Farm Sim. And I also think we're going to see another season pass in year 2. Probably another 4 DLCs that are a part of that season pass, because of the fact that that's how Giants is maintaining some semblance of a consistent cash flow. Will, what is up? Got that taken care of. Junk stuff, welcome. One man's junk is another man's treasure. Junk stuff has a lot and lots of treasure. Oh, a pizza. What do you put on it? I am so getting the twin bar rake when the Vermeer pack drops. That is going to happen 100%. Getting the trailed mower 100%. Getting the self-propelled round baler, yeah 100%. We're gonna have a blast of a time with a launch party on Monday, August 22nd. The game will be, the DLC release on August 23rd at midnight CET, which means that it will be released when we typically stream on Monday night, because we are 6 hours behind the Giants. So if you're on the East Coast of the USA, you'll be able to download the Vermeer pack from the Giants eShop at 6 p.m. August 21st. It will release for all other platforms at some other point in time. As always, we will be doing some showing off of the DLC. We're going to be doing it in multiplayer with others who have that. And if you've been living under a rock and have not seen the Vermeer pack trailer, you don't know what's included with it, well, let's run that real quick. Now, I did a video that covers the trailer, also covers the Vermeer pack gameplay that we saw at FarmCon. If you haven't seen that, go over to the channel and check out the FarmCon videos I published in the news playlist. We break down a lot of the cool features that are going to be a part of the Vermeer pack that were demonstrated at FarmCon. We are giving away a copy of the Vermeer pack every Tuesday until release. Explanation giveaway. Streamlabs conveniently just posted the link right there to Gleam.io. If you are a PC player and you do not own the season pass, then please, by all means, sign up to win the giveaway. Sorry, console players, I just do not have a way of providing you the DLC. So it is going to be PC only. It is redeemed from the Giants eShop, but do not fear, because the Giants eShop can work on any and all PC installs of the game. Oh no, Courtman, I've been watching those videos every so often for a long time. Dringer, for some folks, contracts just vanish. Like, we've been playing for over 2 hours now. I've been playing for probably 2.5 hours, and you know, we've got baling contracts. We got a cotton harvest contract, plowing, weeding, cultivating. Right, we got contracts here. But some people say that their contracts just vanish. On any map, every map, it's not mod dependent. But basically, they could load up the map and then just sit on the screen and just watch contracts disappear. So I'm sure it's been reported to Giants, but still, you could always report it in the feedback tool. Who knows? It may come back as a feature. We also have pumps and hoses coming out very soon. That one looks really intriguing. I want to learn more about it. I don't know if we're going to learn more about it before or after Gamescom. I think we might learn some during Gamescom. Now, what we have seen already is just a third of what is included in pumps and hoses. Because we've seen the drag line, we've seen the slurry injection, we've seen that aspect, which when you look at the description on the Giants website, that is just one aspect of the mod. There's still a manure separation aspect of separating solids from liquids, and then using those solids as bedding. There is another aspect which relates to what I am kind of referencing, a build your own BGA or a modular BGA that is also extended functionality, because it talks about being able to place certain aspects of your BGA around the base BGA, or basically placing a framework. And then, of course, the Platinum expansion. While the Vermeer pack only includes 5 items. We have the trailed round baler, we have the self-propelled round baler, the twin bar rake, and the trailed mower. And then there is a straw blower, option, or a bale shredder, I should say. The pumps and hoses looks like it is going to include 30 things. And we've only seen 14 of those so far. And then the Platinum expansion is going to include over 40 things. And I'd say we probably have only seen maybe 10 of those so far. But what we have seen out of the Platinum expansion, as far as machinery, has looked mighty impressive, has it not? Alright, so people want me to get a... Where is it? People want me to get a little square baler. I don't know. We get the Kubota fast bale. That would be nice. Big chrome baler. Oh, square balers are so expensive. Square balers are just so expensive. Maybe I'll just pick it up loose. I need to figure out if any of my silos in here will hold loose. Looking at the shop, we started to drift down the hill. I don't know, we're doing small squares on Bloomfield. Why would we want to do small squares here? Other than the fact that you all want to see me do a lot of work. Right? Well, I think I should add that massive baler pack and just make massive size bales. How about that? I think Farmer G would like that. You can make mega hay bales. We wouldn't have to feed the sheep for like years. mean, we got a nice list of. If this one's hay, field 60. This is a hay field, 15 acres. This one's silage bales. That one's silage bales. Yes, the selectable bale capacity mod by Farmer G in chat. Includes multiple balers, includes multiple bale wrappers and bale trailers. What? You can make large capacity baby bales with this fancy mod? You make ultra high capacity small bales. Just compact so much material into them. No way you could ever pick them up. Nope, no small bale wrapper. I mean, do they have those in real life? Small bale wrappers. Do small bales have enough mass to do what they need to do when they're wrapped? Well, maybe that's something Farmer G could pick up and explore. It's a pretty impressive pack. We're only playing the game for 7 months, picking it up in December. What I'm going to do is finish raking this, and then we will call it an evening. I've got to take my youngest to meet his grandmother tomorrow afternoon, so no afternoon stream tomorrow. We will likely be doing an evening stream unless plans change that I don't know about. And we'll probably be back here on La Coronella, and I'll have the magic bale mod added so we can decide, do we go with high capacity small bales? Do we go with high capacity large bales? And just toy around with that, because we've got to feed our sheep at some point. Ray, I technically have both, because Giants shipped me a copy of the collector's edition. So I have a copy of Farm Sim on DVD. I have a digital download version as well. They are in essence the same, because the activation key on the physical media will also allow you to download from Giants, because they acknowledge that people may want to buy the collector's edition for the sake of having the USB beacon, or for the sake of having the posters, or the physical box, and just having something to collect and put on your shelf. But when it comes with a disc, and the fact that lots of computers these days don't have optical drives, well, you'd have to go and buy an optical drive just to install the game, or go out and buy another copy of the game just so you can have your collector's edition and the game too. So with 22, the activation key for the physical media will also let you download off of the Giants eShop the game. So they are in essence one and the same. Uh-oh, Farmer G mixed up some math. Math can be hard sometimes. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing a new and noteworthy video on that mod, maybe Saturday or Sunday, once I've had a chance to play with it some. The only thing I've downloaded this week from the Giants mod hub has been maps. So, yes, that's going to do us for tonight. Thank you for coming out and watching on this fine Friday night. If you haven't already, be sure to go check out the map video I dropped on the Alex Pro Deal Center Farm. Pro Deal Center Farm. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's Alex Pro Deal Center Farm. Here is a link to that if you have not already seen it. That map is by Black Sheep Modding. It is a French-inspired map of supposedly a real farm and a real-life location. And until next time, happy farming.